So the first thing I really want to talk about today is the XFL. Now, I know a handful of people in the QB school community have asked me, kind of gotten on me a little bit to dive into it, give it a chance. And for whatever reason, because where I'm at with our offseason stuff, coaching, or just needing a break from football, I haven't sat down and watched it. But I will tell you that I was at a restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants, where I live, the Brig in Coronado, and we were sitting in the bar area, and there's a TV on, and sure enough, XFL is on. And so I'm kind of half paying attention to it as I sit there for dinner with my wife, and I'm like, and all of a sudden, I hear a couple people kind of lose their mind sitting at the bar watching the game. So I look over and catch the highlight of, I want to say, now I don't remember who the players were, for instance, but I definitely know the teams. Tampa Bay, Seattle. This is the only snap I've watched so far. Tampa Bay, Seattle. I want to say it was in Seattle. It's like third and like a long way, like 24, like more than third in Patrick Mahomes, like third and forever. And the Tampa Bay quarterback comes back and throws a screen right into the defensive end's face. I mean, you couldn't have handed it better. He barely jumped. He jumped, but it would have hit him in the forehead. And it looked like he was trying to throw it to him. Almost like, I'm glad I don't gamble on the games, but it looked shady that it was that bad of a throw. And for me, what is SeatGeek? SeatGeek is a ticket platform that searches hundreds of other sites for you and brings ticket sellers together right here in one place. No more searching around wondering if you're going to get ripped off. Use the coupon code TheQBSchool and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. As someone who used other leagues, specifically NFL Europe, as a development league, the quarterback development is a big bonus, I think, for a lot of these auxiliary leagues, because it does make the NFL product better to have better quarterbacks, and they need reps, and they can go to these other leagues to get better, to build the bottom of your roster, and then those guys inevitably get a chance to play when people get hurt or for whatever reason. But this play, 3rd and 25, we'll call it 3rd and 24, comes back, throws a screen. Now, we haven't talked a lot about screens on the quarterback school. I love screens. But the screens are a combination of a lot of things. It's about timing, blocking, pass protection, and then you got to make a really accurate throw, and then you got to get it to your playmakers. But the majority of screens, when you go to throw a halfback screen, whether just like a normal halfback screen or across the formation, across the protection screen, it's the quarterback's responsibility to navigate that throw. Now, it helps to have the offensive line kind of, slingshot somebody by you or get their hands down. But the quarterback in every offense I've ever been in is responsible for getting the ball up and down over the defensive lineman's outstretched arms with a firm enough ball to not get your guy killed. You can't throw it 20 feet up, but you also can't throw a dart because the guy will take it, because you have to throw it, at a catchable velocity. So this ball, sure enough, first snap I ever watched, 3rd and 25, drops back, throws it, defensive end, pick six, like 1 yard, pick six. And I was like, nah, this is not for me. So then I'm trying not to watch it now. Now I'm almost like turning away from the TV because I don't want to watch it, because now obviously one snap, too small of a sample size, but it's all it has is affirm my kind of thoughts about it to begin with. Then I start seeing, I see the head coach for Seattle, and I didn't know, I know Winston Moss is the head coach somewhere, and I know that Jim Zorn is the head coach at Seattle. Jim Zorn never coached me, but I have a pretty amazing Jim Zorn story that I have to share, just because it was bizarre and it's connected to the offseason. And so Jim Zorn was the Seattle quarterback coach. Pretty sure Seattle. He was definitely a quarterback coach when I was coming out for the draft. Seattle. I want to say he was friends with maybe our offensive coordinator at the time. He comes down to work me out at Davis. And he was really the only NFL team that came in for a one-on-one interview or one-on-one kind of workout at the time. So he takes me out on the field, and we're throwing. He makes me throw spots, drops, roll out, whatever. Doesn't matter. Then at the very end, I knew Jim Zorn was a former professional quarterback. I didn't know anything other than that. And so most guys who are, when you're a college player, if somebody played NFL for a long time, you probably, care what they say, think that they're pretty good. So Jim's out there throwing it back and forth with me. It's just me and him out there. And at the end of the workout, he comes up, and a pretty common drill for quarterbacks to do And you can vary the yardage, but most people just stand 10 or 15 yards apart, and you get 2 points if you put the ball on someone's face, and you get 1 point if you put it on their chest, and usually played at 10. And I had played this drill many times, and I think it's great. In stationary targets, not moving. It's like shooting a free throw. Like, you should do it at a really high level if you're going to be a professional quarterback. And so Jim Zorn is going to do it against me. I'm excited now. I'm a competitor. Like, this will be fun. He tells me he's never lost at this drill. Ever. Never lost. And so now I start getting a little like, this is going to be interesting now. He's going to come out here and throw 5 on my face, and it's going to be over. Well, no, he misses off the first one. I throw it, get one pretty close, probably would have hit him in the ear. No, 0. I'm like, all right. So next one, whatever. Right at his face. 0. Now I'm like, what do I do? Do I tell this guy who's come down to evaluate me, hey, bro, stop cheating? This is this is not cool on any levels. Or now do I kind of just understand why he's never lost, because he's cheating? And there's no doubt about it. It was at least a handful of times where he was like, no, 0, missed a body. And I'm like, you're looking around and there's an audience of people. Now, they don't necessarily know exactly what you're doing. But I remember thinking afterwards, I just got cheated by Jim Zorn. This is crazy. But it was also a surreal experience. And it was the first of many surreal experiences. But I will never forget feeling like I got cheated on the 2-and-1 drill for quarterbacks by Jim Zorn on a pro day evaluation. So it was wild. And that relived it when I saw Jim Zorn after many years pop up on the TV and doing a sideline interview for Seattle. So I'm probably not going to watch the XFL anytime soon.